my first ever kind of step-by-step instruction video. Today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting LED lights in the Imperial Knight. So I'll be showing just kind of what my steps are to putting the lights in for the eyes, and kind of a brief overview here. And I'll be using this Powered Play Gaming LED lighting kit from Powered Play Gaming. Their website's poweredplay.net, and it's a real simple kit. I believe this one's called the Alpha Kit. Comes with absolutely everything you need. That, I'm not too I guess LED wire savvy. I've kind of put off these kind of projects for a while, but with this it's super simple, and I'll kind of show you how to go. And if you haven't seen or heard of them, I definitely recommend checking them out. They have some great products. Alright, let's get going. Okay, so the first step here will be to try and drill some holes here for the eyes. Now, as you can see, this is the LED lights here, and they're slightly a bit bigger than the eye socket itself. So unfortunately I can't just drill in and go straight in through the back and put it there. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to kind of Dremel out this back area and kind of open up a cavity, and then I'm going to use the proper size drill bit here to drill the eyes out. And then just basically I'm just going to set the LED lights in the back, and then instead of actually having the lights in the eye socket themselves, it'll just be in this kind of cavity back here that I'll make, which will backlight the lights just fine, and it'll look good. Alright, here's hopefully a quick and easy Dremel process. Alright, so I'll finish it up off camera here, as it's going to probably take a little bit longer, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a good amount drilled out in the back here. Before I go any further, I'm going to start drilling out the eyes. I started already with one here, and I'm going to continue with it, and then I'm going to continue with this one. Just get that in a little bit deeper, so that way I don't get too shallow when I try to get in more into the head part. So I've put an actual drill bit on the Dremel. Probably better to use an actual drill. I don't have one available right now, so I'm kind of improvising with this. But so far it's working. It's just kind of got to take it a little bit slower than normal. So. Okay, well, after a bit of a snafu, I've had to resort to the old style hand crank. So it's taking a little bit longer, but this is going to be better versus ripping out half of the face of the Imperial Knight, as it started to do. As the plastic melted, it started to kind of collect on the drill bit instead of being pulled out of the drill. The drill bit, kind of like when you do this and the flakes come out, it decided that it just wanted to collect and create a big wad of hard plastic, and about almost ended this project before we ever got it finished. Okay, so, as you can see here, we got the eyes drilled out here, so it goes all the way through here to the back now. So we're all set there. And as you can see here, we got a little bit of battle damage with that one where it started to rip out that eye socket, unfortunately. But I'm going to get some green stuff here and kind of just patch it up a little bit. It'll be alright because it'll be underneath the mask here, so you won't really see that battle damage as much underneath it here, but I just don't want any, like, I don't know, stray lights coming out the side of his face or something. It might look kind of weird. It might be kind of a cool thing to have if you're going to go with just the head with no mask look. Kind of give it a cool battle scarred kind of thing. So it could be a happy accident. Alright, so the next part here, we're going to need to create a little area for the wires to run through, so that you can get the lights to the head here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it just below this piece here, kind of, you can see, kind of down in here a bit. And then we also need to try and make a spot for the on-off switch here, which I'm going to put it in the back I'm just gonna put it kind of up in here. I'm gonna do my best to try to get it so I can have it like sitting like right there behind here, which I think is a pretty good spot for it. I'll just have it sitting there. So I'm gonna do that next. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a nice size hole there. Initially, again, I started kind of up there, and then I found out that I'm actually gonna need to work it down a little bit. Just probably a little bit bigger than I would have liked it to be, but it'll work. And most of it will be covered up by the head anyway. Then on the back here, you can kind of see I've got a nice size hole there, which will work great. So the switch piece here will just sit in the back here. So I don't know if you can kind of see that right there. So it'll sit right like that, and then it just goes down and switch on and off. So yeah, it'll work perfect, and I like how there's kind of the same groove, so it kind of blends in pretty well right there. So it'll look great. All right, now I'm gonna do a quick how-to on this here. It's really simple. Basically, you're just going to connect the 9-bolt here to the battery pack. Pretty simple. Then you have this motherboard type thing here, and you have 4 connections for LED lights. So if you want to add a bunch more lights, you can. They have these 2 bigger terminals down here. They're for your power and your switch. So you're just going to put the power in there, the switch in there. Then you're going to hook your lights up to here, to any one of them. So now we're all hooked up. Switch the switch, and bam, we're all set. So already looks great. Let's put this mask on and see how it looks with that on there. Oh yeah, looks pretty wicked. Alright, and they're nice and bright. Okay, so now for some of the fun parts, starting to get it put it all together. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put these wires in through here. Just kind of string them up through. And again, this kit here from Powered Gaming comes with a white, red, let's see what else we got. Yellow, blue, and then green. And I'm using the green ones just because green's my favorite color and I just like it. So I've kind of tried to set it up so if I wanted to switch out the colors later, I can. But we'll get through that later. So now I'm gonna glue this piece on here, and then I'm gonna put the switch on the back. I'm gonna get that secured into place, and then we'll connect the terminal and get the battery in there. And then the nice thing about these Titans, the Imperial Knight, is I love this piece, the top piece up here, because you don't need to glue it down. I mean, it'll clip right into place nicely, and it makes it a nice easy lid, so you don't have to glue it. And then when you have to change batteries, or if you want to try to change the color of the eyes or whatever, you're not trying to you can magnetize it if you want, but it's really simple not to. That's what's great. Okay, so I'm going to glue this, and then once the glue kind of sets, and then we can kind of connect the last bits, and then we'll turn it on and see how it looks. Okay, so we got everything hooked up now. So flip the switch back here, and there you go. Put the mask on. Even better yet, he's all ready, all set to go. Perfect. Now the only thing left is to kind of stuff everything down in here, and luckily they give you a nice large cavity to do that. Kind of stuff it all down in there. Fit the top on. And there you go. So there's the switch back there. I actually added a little nail to give it a little more added support. But yeah, just flip it on and off. Works perfect. I think it looks pretty good. Now I just got to get to the painting part. Alright, hopefully this was helpful and you enjoyed it. Hoping to make more kind of tutorial type videos, and hopefully, like I said, that get some more ideas out there and kind of help people see some of these other products and stuff. Like again, like you saw how easy this here is, that Powered Play Gaming. This is the Alpha Kit. Really simple to use. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, and as you can see, I mean, just a little bit that I did added a whole ton. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.